So by the time you're watching this video, I will actually be away for like 4 nights at a festival, even though I don't actually really know how to put up a tent, so I'm not sure how that's gonna go. But it also means there's a very high possibility that I am currently passed out on a field somewhere after drinking too much alcohol, so if this is the last video you see of me, we should probably make it a good one. And you know when you think about some really top YouTube ideas, a video idea that could revolutionize YouTube as we know it, of course the first thing you think of is a Q&A. So that's what we're doing today. It's been a while since I did a video like this, and there's a bunch of new people, so you know what? Let's answer some questions, shall we? What are your thoughts on Madcatzer being denied entry to Ace Fest? Other YouTubers made it in absolutely fine and filmed all day. It felt extremely off, especially how security filmed and taunted them as they left. Yeah, I'll be honest, I have heard of this because I saw people comment on my video, but I haven't actually seen the video itself.
So you guys, we just got kicked out of Ace Fest, Ace Mess. They let in a Tozy and Spill Sesh and some of the others who have also run stories, but they are not letting us in.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm being honest, as much as I obviously don't agree that he should be getting kicked out and the other YouTubers should be let in, I'm not exactly surprised. I mean, you've got to remember Madcatzer has probably made the most amount of videos on the Ace family, specifically around the Ace Fest situation, and even in other people's videos, when they're talking about information they found out about the Ace Fest, they usually credit Madcatzer as the person who broke the story first. So yeah, I'm really not surprised that Madcatzer is one of the main people that Austin McBroom told the security not to let in. Like, that doesn't surprise me at all. Also, on top of that, I'm pretty sure Spill Sesh doesn't even show their face, so obviously they would get allowed in, and Atozy has made a few videos in the Ace Fest, but not really that many. I think I've probably made more than Atozy. If anything, I would take it as a compliment, Madcatzer, okay? They're clearly intimidated by you. Do you plan on diversifying your content, or will you stick to only commentary? Love the vids, I'm only asking because many YouTubers change their niche after a while, just wondering. You have such great energy, even when I don't care about the topic, I still watch your content. Keep it up, you're awesome. Well, firstly, let me just say, thank you very much for boosting my ego today. I mean, the short answer to the question is yes, but I do feel like my videos will always, or at least for a long period of time, be me sat at the computer talking about maybe not things online, but reacting to stuff and whatnot, because that's the type of content I like to watch. I get that a lot of YouTubers like making videos very high production and like renting out studios and whatnot, and I've tried doing things like that before in the past, but I just don't think it's me. I quite like the old school style of YouTube where it is just kind of you sat in your room doing something that anyone could do. Does that make sense? But yeah, I'm definitely going to carry on the videos that I've been doing recently, but I also do want to put out other type of reaction style content that isn't maybe about YouTube drama, that is maybe like looking at a movie that I can take the piss out of, or like a TV show that I can easily make some jokes about. Like, I mean, let me know if you would like to see that. What are your true thoughts on Americans, not just American YouTubers, but Americans in general? God, do I give the impression that I hate Americans or something? I think I probably do, because most of the YouTubers I do talk about are American, or specifically like LA influencers, right? But I promise I am specifically talking about just like LA influencers for the most part, okay? Not like Americans in general, just like the LA influencers like Tana Mojo and whatnot, okay? There's a difference. I mean, if we want to get into it, here's the demographic for my channel, and as you can see, 60% of you lot are from America, and only 11% are from the UK, which is where I'm from. So yeah, it's safe to say I don't hate Americans. In fact, you are the reason that I can afford rent every month, so please don't leave. Please search on YouTube, Jodie Hildbrand, I Will Survive, and film your first reaction. What the fuck is this?
What the?
Whoa. Was that Kevin Franke? Yeah, wait, that is Kevin Franke in the middle. And why the fuck has he got duct tape around his head? I feel like the other two have got it around their head to signify a headband, but, I mean, the bloke has no hair. Like, why does he need one?
At first I was afraid, I was petrified.
Right, yeah, this is gonna be a hard watch.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified.
Oh no!
God, I mean, whoever turned that music off, thank you. Thank you for blessing our ears.
Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side.
God, imagine that being your dad, for fuck's sake. Like, have these kids not suffered enough?
Walk out the door, don't turn around.
God, and just think as well, right? This is like a connections meeting, as you can tell by the beautiful board in the background. So every woman who was in that crowd probably have very similar opinions to Jodie, Ruby, and Kevin. Like, how worrying is that? I mean, little fun game for you. Combined with everybody in that room, how many times do you think that they haven't give their kids food for lunch when they forgot to pack it themselves at the age of 4? It's probably a very concerning number. In fact, I don't actually want to know the answer.
I will survive.
Also, side note, why is Gloria Gaynor getting this tribute when Flow Rider's still in the fucking mud? I mean, as soon as Kevin heard Flow Rider lore, he was fuming. Like, he was so fuming, in fact, that he decided to angrily recite the lyrics.
Professional. Hold up. Wait a minute. Do I see what I think I... Whoa.
You know what? Justice for Flow Rider. He did nothing wrong. I mean, if we look at the lyrics for I Will Survive, I feel like there's a lot of distortion going on here. And I spend oh so many nights just feeling sorry for myself. I used to cry. And we've heard Ruby say many times on the Facebook group things like, oh, if you commit suicide, that's your choice. You've chose not to live with the pain. And then we've got Gloria over here saying that she feels sorry for herself and that she's crying because she's chose not to live with the pain. I mean, we've even got a lyric here saying, and I grew strong, and everyone knows if you do want to grow up and be strong, you probably need to eat quite a bit, right? Ruby probably wouldn't be a fan of that.
But if you're not responsible for your lunch, that's the natural consequence.
Look, all I'm saying is, I feel like there's more distortion in this song than there was in Flow Rider lore, and if you agree, please put hashtag justice for Flow Rider in the comment section. It's the least we can do. Which creator paid the most months of rent with their drama? Oh god, I mean, it's quite a personal question if you ask me. I mean, if we're talking about like consistent months, then it probably is Trisha Paytas, because I did go through quite a long period of talking about Trisha. But also, can we just acknowledge the fact that it's been 6 months since I last put Trisha Paytas in a title? That's half a year. So I don't want to hear anything from anybody ever again talking about how I use Trisha Paytas for views, okay? I don't need her. Instead, I just need the Ace family and Gabby Hanna and people like that. I mean, that's better, right? How long have you been doing YouTube? Honestly, in total, far too long. Now, I actually probably started doing YouTube when I was in like year 6, year 7, when I feel like you're maybe 11, 12 years old. But then people used to take the piss out of me for it in school, so I stopped and then started again when I kind of moved up to college. So I probably started again in like 2016, so if you count from then and you count like the 1 or 2 years I did it beforehand, I've probably done it for maybe like 9 years. Is that maths? I don't know, that could be wrong. I mean, most of the first videos I did are not on YouTube anymore, and it's really annoying because I private them, like I said, when people take the piss, but now I really want to see them again, but I just can't remember the passwords to the channels. But the earliest video of me still public on YouTube is this one called Unseen Mindblown 123 video, in brackets, very old. And this is from October 28th, 2011, so nearly 11 years ago. Hey, I'm a veteran. So yeah, if you do want to see the oldest videos of me, there's a channel called Mindblown BTM that I've mentioned a couple times, and as you can see, there's a gold mine of cringe.
What's up, second channel? Sorry if the quality's bad or something. I'm just filming on my phone. For like the one person out there who wonders what phone I have, it's an iPhone 4S, by the way.
God, I always used to flex, didn't I? The iPhone 4S, I bet you didn't have one. And yes, I do have half-naked women on my wall, even though I was 14 years old. I'm not really sure how I got away with that. I was clearly just a bit of a ladies' man, alright? Don't hate the player, hate the game. Out of all the videos you've done, what's been the most entertaining storyline you've covered? Now, the word entertaining is a bit of a weird word to use here because the video I'm about to mention shouldn't really be entertaining because of how disgusting the actions were. But I think the best reactions I've ever had from videos will either be the video I did on Snow, who was someone who lied about his age and said he was 16, even though he was 23, and would like react to really young girls in a weird way. It was really creepy. Or it would be my whole series on the Kenza cosmetic situation, and I feel like them two videos probably got the best reaction because I put far too much research into both them videos, and I was kind of the first people to speak about both situations properly. So I'm guessing they would probably be the two that people would like the most, but I guess you lot would be way better at answering that question than I am. So I mean, let me know, what do you think is the most entertaining situation you've seen me cover? How many times so far in your life have you had the moment of realization that you're older now and you're able to look back at your past self, reflecting on what you've learned and how time has passed? I mean, bloody hell, it's a bit of a deep question, isn't it? But yeah, I definitely feel way older than I did when I was making videos like the Kenza cosmetic situation or the Snow situation. I mean, that Kenza cosmetic situation, it's 4 years ago. I was 19 years old, even though I really don't look that different. I think the main thing I've realized from 19 to 23 is how to spend my money wisely, because trust me, I was awful at it before. It was mainly because as I was growing up and watching YouTube, I really wanted to move to London because all the UK YouTubers I watched always moved to London when they started getting a bit of an audience, and it just felt like the thing to do, right? And don't get me wrong, absolutely loved my time in London. I'm glad I did it. I got that off the list, but fucking hell, I would never move back. I mean, first of all, it's really busy, but second of all, it's really bloody expensive. I mean, just to put in perspective, the flat I lived in by myself was, I believe, like £2,700 a month rent, which is, I think, like, it's over $3,000, right? Yeah, apparently it's $3,200, okay? So it was a stupid amount of money, and money that I really shouldn't be spending every month. I think in my head, I was just like, oh, I can technically afford this, so I'm just gonna do it, and it's an experience at the end of the day. But when I think back at how much money I actually wasted on rent, I could have bought a really nice house up north. But you live and you learn, you know? I'm back up north now. I'm in my favourite place I've ever lived in, and I'm paying way less than I did down there, which makes 0 sense. Like, how am I living in a house now and paying a fraction of the price I paid in a 2-bedroom flat in London? It just doesn't make sense. I don't get it. It's a scam. So yeah, I think if I could say anything to my younger self, it would be, don't spend your money so stupidly. It's just a waste. But either way, I'm going to leave the video there. I hope you did enjoy it, and if you do want to see another video like this, I might make it a bit of a monthly thing. Maybe at the end of each month, I do a Q&A video. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that. And yes, if you did enjoy, please do leave a like down below. Subscribe if you are new as well. And I guess until the next one, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, goodbye.